Hello, everybody. Carrie here, and we are back at Agatha Christie's The ABC Murderers. It's been a bit since I been on to play this. I've been had been doing a couple different things, and I want to. My mother-in-law, she's wanting to know who did it, so I'm jumping back in to finish it out because, of course, I want to know who did it also. All right, so thank you to everybody who's tuning in to watch this. Thank you to all my new subscribers. It means the world to me. My voice is getting better, which was one of the reasons why I've kind of put off playing it a little bit. That way, at least I can start and read out stuff. So you get, rather than you taking the time to read it yourself. And that, I have my detective cap on, and I also want to say I'm up to 70 subscribers now. Woohoo! Yay! So again, thank you everybody who's subscribed, and thank you to all my new subscribers. So I'm getting close to that 100. I need 30 more, and I'm hoping to get to that by the end of March. Today is February 20th, so still got a month and like 8 days ish, 8-9 days. So I think we could do it. So if you are new here, if you could subscribe, that would be awesome. I would appreciate it more than my words can express. I'm having fun doing all this and editing videos and learning how to do all that. So, and I'm hoping you're getting enjoyment out of these videos, and as much as I'm getting enjoyment out of playing them and learning how to do all this stuff. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump back into this and find out who the murderer is.
Donald Fraser is here. He insisted on waiting to see you.
Okay, well, let's go talk to Donald first. Let's, check ourselves out in the mirror because we want to get those ego points. Looking gorgeous as always. Okay. So first let's observe him.
This man is tired.
Okay, so apparently he hasn't been sleeping either.
Donald is short of sleep, and it looks as if he didn't even bother to undress before going to bed. This bottle is for our visitors. Personally, I prefer the sherry.
Okay. Let's talk to him. See what he has to say.
Mr. Potter, I don't know why I'm here.
Okay, so we have become impatient with his indecision, accuse him of being guilty, and reassure him about the fact that he will be listened to. That's the one we're going to go with.
You wanted to talk, and you came to find the only man capable of hearing you.
Mr. Potter, since Betty's death, I've doubts about myself. I don't know what to do. And I keep having a horrible dream 3 nights in a row.
So we have become impatient, encourage him to continue, or point out that it is not a psychoanalytic office. Let's encourage him to continue.
Have a drink and tell me about this dream.
It's always the same. I'm on the beach with Betty. I grab her round the throat and I squeeze and squeeze until she's dead. Her head falls back and I see that it's no longer Betty. It's Megan's face.
Have you seen Megan Barnard recently?
Yes, our grief has brought us together. I never really knew her before. She's really quite a remarkable girl. But I would never tell her about my dream.
Why not? Is it her you are attacking in your dream?
No, it's Betty. And once Betty is dead, it's Megan's face that appears in its place.
Very interesting. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Sorry, I was checking my blood sugar. Okay. So let's see. How should Donald's dream be interpreted? The two murders were premeditated and were carried out by somebody. The same murderer. Donald was very much in love with Betty, which of course we know he was. Donald was a violent man. Donald does not kill Megan in his dream. Donald is tired. Donald feels guilty about killing Betty. Or Donald really likes Megan. I think he does because, you know, I'm thinking this one, Donald was a violent man. No, it wasn't. Okay, Donald is. That's good. I got two of them right without having to, you know.
Mr. Fraser, I think that the real meaning of this dream is that you are in love with Megan Barnard.
Oh.
Please go on. Do.
This dream certainly betrays your guilt.
Oh.
But what do you feel guilty about? Having killed your fiancé? Possible. Or forgetting her very quickly for her sister? Certainly. And this forgetting is perceived as a second death.
So you don't really think I was the one who killed Betty?
I do not exclude this theory. I am simply saying that I do not need to know that fact to explain your dream and your guilt.
Thank you for being frank, Mr. Poirot. You've helped me a great deal. I'm going back to Bexhill. I'll not take any more of your time up.
It is late, Mr. Fraser, and you are tired.
I'll sleep on the train. I like trains. It's easy to sleep rocked by the sound of the wheels.
Interesting.
Poor boy, he seems completely lost.
Well, women seem to like him. I think Megan will take care of him.
You got an achievement.
Oh, I remember. Did you order the product I needed?
Yes, we'll be receiving it tomorrow.
Bien, it is late, and I asked Miss Gray to come tomorrow morning. I have a few questions I wish to ask her.
Well, let's ask that hoochie what she, you know. We gotta ask that hoochie some questions.
Mademoiselle, I asked you here in order to answer a very important question.
Okay, so we have remind her that she did not see anybody on the day of the murders. Accuse her of having lied. Accuse her of being the killer's accomplice. Ooh. I feel like we should remind her that she did not see anybody on the day of the murder. So that's the one we're going to pick right now.
Am I right in thinking you said that you did not speak to anyone on the day Sir Carmichael was murdered?
It's the absolute truth.
Yet, Lady Clark maintained that she saw you talking to a stranger on the front doorstep.
Really? She must have been mistaken. Oh, I remember now.
Of course you.
I'd forgotten all about it, but it wasn't important. It was just a salesman. One of those traders who sell stockings from door to door.
Can you describe him to me?
Medium size. Glasses. Dark suit and a felt hat. Not the sort of man you notice. Completely harmless. That's why I forgot all about him.
Nothing else?
He was very hesitant and shy. Usually door-to-door salesmen are very confident. But he wasn't.
It's because he was the murderer. Okay, so we have indicate that she lied about leaving Churston. Ask whether she resigned of her own free will, or point out that her departure is suspicious. What one do we want to go with? I feel like let's go with why. Let's ask her whether she resigned of her own free will. I feel like that's a good one.
You did not leave Churston willingly, I believe.
I don't wish to lie. Lady Clark did not appreciate my presence. And Franklin could not go against the wishes of a sick lady. He is a good man, and he worries a great deal about his sister-in-law.
I noticed that you left some personal belongings behind at Churston.
Okay. So ask if she will collect the objects. Ask if she will return to Churston, or say that the objects presented a risk. I'm trying to think what would be good to ask her. That would be like sincere, that she's being sincere and tell us what we want to know. I say let's ask her if she's going to collect the objects. That's what we're going to go.
Are you planning on going back to collect them?
No. I prefer not to carry the weight of the past.
Bien. I must ask you one last question. Please reply frankly with either yes or no. If Lady Clark had died, would you have agreed to marry Sir Carmichael if he'd asked you?
How dare you ask such a question? Sir Carmichael treated me just like his daughter. And all that I ever felt him was affection and gratitude, nothing else.
Thank you, mademoiselle. I will not keep you any longer.
Okay.
I met Thora Grey on the stairs. Her cheeks were ablaze, and she appeared to be deeply hurt. Poirot, have you offended the poor girl again? Do you have good reasons for accusing her?
I accused her of nothing, Hastings. I simply asked her an important question she did not answer. Let us see if we can answer it for her.
Okay.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Alrighty. Would Thora have married Sir Carmichael if he had lived? Okay, that is the question. Thora Grey stayed behind to settle Sir Carmichael's affairs. Sir Carmichael Clark was close to Thora Grey. Sir Carmichael had offered Thora a brooch. Thora likes Franklin. Thora is evasive about her relationship with Sir Carmichael. Thora is a seductress. Okay, and Sir Carmichael found Thora charming. Well, we know she likes Franklin because remember she was kissing him, so we'll choose that one. Would Thora have married Sir Carmichael if he had lived? Okay, so he was close to Thora, but I don't think she would have married him. She just stayed behind to settle his affairs. Thora is evasive about her relationship with. No. Thor is a seductress. Sir Carmichael found Thor charming. I mean, she likes Franklin. Would Thor have married Sir Carmichael if he had lived? And I don't think she would have because I mean, what is this? Okay, Sir Carmichael's. Damn. I feel like that one is correct because she was apprehensive. Evasive about her relationship with. Okay, we're gonna have to use a clue on this because I'm kind of confused. Did we use a clue? We did, but... Ah, so it wasn't that what Sir Carmichael had of her both. Thor wanted to be married and... Okay. So that
You must know how to read between the lines, Hastings. When Sir Carmichael refers to paternal affection, he's lying to himself. Read this engraving on the brooch. A dark dragon for an angel with glossy hair. These are the words of a lover, not a father. Lady Clark was not wrong.
What if Sir Carmichael had fallen in love with his secretary? That doesn't mean that she forced him to do so.
True, there are extenuating circumstances. She is a penniless orphan. But she's calculating. Just look how she avoided it when asked if she would have married Clark.
I see. You think she seduced Sir Carmichael for her own gain, and that now she is doing the same with his brother. Poirot, your world is a very dark place.
Do not get carried away, mon ami. We have another more important matter to settle.
Really?
Yes, would you believe that Miss Grey taught me something new?
Okay.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
New question available already. Oh, got an achievement. Thor's hammer. Is there another common point between the murderers? No objects of value were stolen, which... No object for sale in this shop. Okay. Miss Archer's personal effects, a stocking box, and an account book. The murderer is a seducer. Bexhale is a very popular seaside resort. Thor Gray saw a door-to-door salesman. Okay, so she saw a door-to-door salesman, which we know. The house on the day of the murder. Thor is unable to precisely describe the door-to-door salesman she met at a campsite. Betty's mother is upset that her daughter never got to wear her gift, a box of stockings. There were many people in Jurston on the day of the murder, but there wasn't. Is there another common point between the murders? Paxton is a very popular seaside resort, which it is. No. Okay, so it's gonna have to be something from each one of the murders. So let's. Okay, so let's think back. No objects of value for sale at the shop. Mrs. Archer's personal effects. The murderer is a seducer. I mean, it's a very popular seaside resort, which means there'd be lots of people there. And no objects of value or for sale in the shop. Mrs. Archer personal effects, a stocking box, and an account book. Thor Gray saw a door-to-door salesman. Thor is unable to precisely describe the door-to-door salesman she met at curbside. And there were many people. No. Okay. Said that the daughter never got to wear. Thor Gray saw a door-to-door salesman coming to the house on the day of the murder. Betty's mother. Okay, we're gonna have to use a clue. So Thor Gray saw a door-to-door salesman coming towards the house on the day of the murder. Okay, so that is our one clue that is correct. So She was unable to precisely describe the door-to-door salesman she met. Is there any other common point between the murders? And there was many people. No, so it's not. So that one is... Because remember we had... It's a very popular seaside resort, which... because remember the receipts. Mrs. Archer's personal effects. No. Is there a common point between the murders? No objects of value. So this one is Dora Gray saw a door-to-door salesman coming towards the house on the day of the murder. She wasn't able to precisely describe the door-to-door salesman she met at curbside. And okay, come on, we can do this. Let's get our brain cells working. Even though I just got up and my brain cells really aren't working. Okay. So that one we know is because it was solid doors or salesman. The stockings. Mrs. Archer's personal effects. A stocking box and an account book. And Betty's mom. There we go. Okay. So. Okay. Oh yeah, because she said about the stockings.
It's perfectly clear, Hastings. Perfectly clear. Indeed, a stocking seller visited Andover, Bexhill, and Churston on the day of each murder. We have our suspect. This should be of interest, Jop.
Yay! New objective, telephone, Chappie. So, it's obvious it was a stocking seller, because the first one had a box of stockings there with her account book and all that. Second one, there were stockings. Betty's mom was upset she didn't get to wear her new stockings that her mom had gotten her. And then the last one, there was a door-to-door salesman who was selling stockings, as Thora told us. So let's call Mr. Police Chappie Man.
Chief Inspector, we are looking for a stocking salesman.
I see you have a suspect.
Yes, Contact all the stocking wholesalers who may employ him.
Your suspect is a salesman?
No, he does not take orders. He sells door to door.
Right. The hunt is on.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh no. Indeed. This guy is the killer.
Are you leaving, Mr. Cust?
Yes, I'm going to Cheltenham.
You shouldn't travel today. You don't look very well.
I have to. I have engagements. I must respect them.
So he just lied where he was going.
Can you get the post, Hastings?
And why don't you go and get it yourself?
Whoa.
Très bien.
Whoa.
What's going on? I've never known Hastings to be so disagreeable.
Uh-oh. Should we talk to him? Let's talk to him. See what's going on.
Are you collecting the post, Poirot?
Wow. Let's take a look at ourselves in the mirror. Let's get some more of those ego points. Look so beautiful, don't I? I'm so beautiful.
It is not the right time.
Do I have to leave?
It is not the right time to leave.
Okay.
Churston, Devon, population 500 inhabitants. Hourly of trains. London, Churston. Trains of evening. London, 6:45 p.m. Newton about 11 a.m. Churston, 11:45 a.m. London, 11:45 p.m. Newton about 6:08 a.m. Churston, 7:15 a.m. Hastings' photo album. He is very proud of his bag.
I'm guessing whatever I'm looking for is right here.
Royal Mathematical and Statistical Society's Bulletin, September the 9th, 1935. The Alphabet Murder, a methodical madman. It's highly probable that the alphabet murderer will kill again. Could we possibly estimate the number of victims in his next crime? Yes, and it is easy. As soon as we know the ratio of towns, cities and villages whose names begin with a D and the ratio of English people whose names are spelled the same. On the one hand, the ratio of towns, cities and villages in England with a name starting with D, and on the other hand, the ratio of English people with a name also starting with D. After this initial calculation, it is easy to deduce the likelihood of actually being murdered if you belong to the target population. Go to the last page to find our results and details on the calculations.
Okay.
Daily Blag, August 31, 1935. Moustache at half-mast. Poirot's repeated failure in ABC case. Sometimes small things trouble great men. Hastings, faithful collaborator of the Belgian detective, knows something about it. 3 mornings in a row, he confided to us, the cook broke the egg yolks when preparing Poirot's breakfast. This apparently casual event has greatly disturbed my friend, to the point it breaks his concentration and slows his judgment. I also noticed his mustache, of which he is so proud, being duller than usual.
Poirot, I assure you I haven't said any such thing to the journalists. They twist everything.
Okay.
Are you collecting the post, Poirot?
I didn't.
It is not the right time.
Okay, maybe I need to.
It is not the right time to leave. I lock my revolver in this drawer. I've not used it in a very long time.
Okay. Doesn't want me to sit down. Okay. Or not.
If someone has tried to get rid of these documents, they may be important.
Okay, so we have burned sheets of paper found in the garden of Clark's mansion. I'm certain that it is the work of the killer. Their contents is essential for the investigation. Ow, it's on the floor. Brr. What's going on? I hear a puppy walking around. Oh, pee-pees. Okay, so...
Poor Mr. Poirot. I'm quite sorry for you. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We've a long way to go still. Typery? No, that comes later. Letter T. The next little incident will take place in Doncaster on September 11th. So long. ABC. I should compare this letter with the one on my desk which I received earlier to see if it does indeed come from the same person.
Okay. Okay, right. Let us compare. What you doing, BB?
Let us examine this more closely. Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects.
Okay, wait. We need...
Poor Mr. Poirot. I'm quite sorry for you. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
A crime.
We've a long way to go still.
Will never stop.
Typery?
He
No,
will never stop.
that comes
He is
later.
more than determined.
Letter T. The next little incident will take place in Doncaster on September 11th. So long. ABC.
Okay, so we can't do anything with this. No, okay, so... No, we don't want to leave, okay. Attention, you work with the puzzle.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Apparently my... whatever isn't working correctly. Okay. Try...
The W is not printed properly. Of course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
The T or I?
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Okay.
Yes, this I is weird. However, the characters in the two words do not match. Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual. That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
Okay, we need to remember it's W, then A, then I believe I.
Yes, this I is weird. Yes, the I characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right. These two letters were written
need
with
to
the same
remember.
typewriter.
When we do this, it's W-A-I.
Hastings, he strikes tomorrow. Chief Inspector Japp?
He's on another line. Can I take a message?
Yes, please, mademoiselle. It is from Hercule Poirot. Tell him ABC strikes tomorrow in Doncaster. He must call me back.
Very well, sir.
Bien, now I'm going to see what I can find from these burnt documents. I've received the product I need. Hastings, if you do not mind, I would like you to take a few notes.
Yes, yes.
He's really crabby today. I think he needs a Snickers bar. That's what he has to say.
So, how are you getting on? I'm ready to take notes.
He's really crabby today.
Now, down to work.
Okay, here we go.
All of this needs putting in order a little.
Oh, here we go. This ought to be pretty fun. Okay, so we can't move. Okay, so that's a corner.
If someone has tried to get rid of these documents, they may be important.
Okay, so this, I believe, is the top of the... Okay, there we go. Okay, so... There we go, right there. Okay, here we go. Okay, so... This probably goes...
This page will be reconstructed in a flash.
Okay. That and this one goes there.
This page is finished.
Yes.
That's done. 3 more to go.
Okay. Now I'm getting what I have to do, which is put whatever together. So, let's see. I feel this probably goes here. No. Damn it. Okay, let's go back. Let's go down to this one here.
This page is child's play.
There. And this one goes here. No. There.
This does not look too difficult. This page is finished. And that's 2 done. It's easier than I thought.
Okay, so that looks like it would go here. Okay, right there. I think this is great. Not that one. This one here would go here.
This piece should be placed here.
That. This goes up top. Oh. Yes. And this one right over here.
This page is finished.
Yes. Okay.
Only 1 more.
One more
Keep
to go.
going.
This one, okay, so. This is gonna go right here. No. This one. Not that one, this one. Okay, so this is going right here. Okay. Now this is gonna go here. Okay. This here. This up here.
I think that this is right.
Yes. There you go.
This page is finished. All the pages are reconstructed.
Yay! I did it without having to use a hint, which makes me extremely happy because normally I would be, but I figured it out. Yes, I may be able to be a detective someday. I'm not a really good police officer, because if you see my police officer videos, okay, I'm a horrible driver, let's just put it at that. But, I mean, it's fun to play that with my wife, I will admit that. Alright, so now, what we have to do is use this.
A dry cloth.
Yeah, obviously.
A bottle of solvent.
Okay.
The cloth is now soaked with solvent.
So, I'm guessing we put it right here. There we go. And let's see what happens.
Got it! Make a note, Hastings, make a note. Mrs. Alice Asher, shop owner in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, prescribed laudanum.
I got it. Look,
Okay.
Poirot, where on earth did you find these files?
On a fire at the bottom of the garden at campsite.
All right, but where did the person who burned them find them?
Read a reconstructive note. Oh, excuse me. Oh, pee-pee, what are you doing? Boo-boo, what are you doing? Hold on a minute here. Come here, you. Come here. Come here, you. Oh, hi. You need kissies? Do you need kissies? I know you need kissies. You need kissies, don't you? Say hi, pee-pee. BB say hi. BB say hi. Say hi. I don't have food. I don't have any food. I don't have food. No. Okay, I'm gonna put you down. Oh, good boy. Actually, I think I'm going to do something real quick, folks. I am going to move my camera. I just realized where my camera is. And I feel like you probably can't get a good look at. There we go. Hopefully that works. So you can get an idea. I don't think anything pops up in that corner, so hopefully that works. Okay. So let's read this first. He's being a little needy boy today. Okay. Here we go.
Alice Asher, shopkeeper in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, chronic cough with loss of blood. Prescribed laudanum-based cough medicine.
Okay. I feel like I need more light in here. Let me... I'm not sure where I have my light things at. Okay.
Betty Barnard, waitress in Bexhill. Chronic bronchitis causing dysphonia. Advised to stop smoking. Alexander Bonaparte Cust. War wounded, mustard gas and head trauma. Pulmonary emphysema. Hemoptysis. Coughing fits with blood. Suffers from absences and amnesia.
That right there is the guy that did it.
Dick Dudley Dunbar, owner of the Black Swan Hotel in Doncaster. Asthmatic, heart disease, heart condition. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Obviously, they come from... We have Baxtell is a very popular seaside resort. Miss Asher's name is visible on the burn document. Dora Gray saw a door-to-door salesman. Okay, so where did the burn documents come from? There were many people at the church the day of the murder, and Sir Carmichael Clark's medical records that have been consulted recently. And Mrs. Asher's name is on things. And this last one is all the victims suffered from a throat. Yes. Yes.
The burned documents are medical records, and without a doubt they come from Clark's archives. First of all, because all the patients have throat conditions. And secondly, their name starts with either A, B, C, or D, and it is precisely the files that match these letters that have been tampered with.
But why burn these files? How come the names of the 2 victims appear on them? And who are the 2 other patients?
These are very good questions.
Very good questions. Telephone's ringing. Gotta go answer the phone. Okay.
Hello, Poirot?
Any news, Chief Inspector?
You wanted a stocking seller? We have one. Reported by his landlady, who thought he was behaving suspiciously. He has the most unbelievable name.
Okay, so her answers are Alexander Bonaparte Cust. We have answer Dick Dudley Dunbar. Answer Wang Cheng. Ask his name. We're going to answer it because we know it's Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Yes, Alexander Bonaparte Cust? How did you guess? Poirot, you have magical powers.
I know.
It's a serious lead. I called Doncaster. A person matching Cust's description has been seen at the station. He got off the train from London, but after that, nobody knows where he went.
Dun, dun, dun. Indicate the Black Swan Hotel in Doncaster. Say to search all of Doncaster. Indicate the Ginger Cat. Say to search London. No, we know he's going to the Black Swan Hotel in Doncaster because he's going to go kill Dick Doncaster, whoever that person is, because that Dick person, is one of the patients, and that Alexander Bonaparte Cust person is ABC. Get it? ABC. Okay. See, it's all clicking. I'm waking up now. I'm getting all this.
Look for him at the Black Swan Hotel.
What? How do you know he's there?
Trust me, Chief Inspector.
Yes, I know what I'm
You
talking.
appear to be very sure of yourself. Very well. I'll call the Black Swan straight away. The owner is going to get a shock when he learns that there's a murderer under his roof.
Dun, dun, dun. Encourage Jeppy call instead of Jeppy. Do I want to call or should I have Jeppy call? I feel like I should call. I don't know why. Because we don't want to... I don't know if we want to tip him off or... I'll call.
Chief Inspector, I would rather call myself.
As you wish. Please go ahead.
Okay.
Hello, the Black Swan. Hercule Poirot here. May I speak to the owner?
Speaking. Dick Dudley Dunbar. How can I help you?
Is there Mr. Cust among your guests?
He arrived today. Shall I call him for you?
No. No, I'll speak to Dunbar. I don't want to tip him off.
No, it is you I wish to speak with.
But who is this Cust?
Say that he's a crook. Say that he's a killer. Ask if he has heard about the investigation. I don't know what I want to say. I don't want to say he's a killer because then the guy's going to freak out. If I say he's a crook, then the guy's going to go to his room and be like, la, da, 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 you know what I mean? Like, I'll ask if he's...
Have you heard about the ABC case?
Oh, yes. I must say I'm not all that reassured. What with my name starting with D and all that.
You're in danger. Beware of your guest.
Do you think that Cust might be dangerous? Oh, I do hope you're wrong. He seems so harmless, you know. Oh, yes, completely harmless.
Okay, so warn him that Cust is dangerous, or put the danger into perspective. Cust is only a suspect. No, I'm going to say he's dangerous because he is dangerous.
Do not be fooled. He has already killed 3 people and you are next.
A murderer? Under my roof? Good God!
Dunbar, can you hear me? Dunbar! Hello?
Great, I just gave him
Dunbar
up.
has had malaise. That's all we needed. I'm calling the Doncaster police. I hope they get there quickly.
Oh, pooper.
Hello, Poirot. We have some good news. The police in Doncaster have caught our man at the Black Swan Hotel. They're sending him here by train.
How is the hotel owner?
He had a heart attack. He was taken to the hospital.
I gave him a heart attack.
Oh, no.
Lovely.
It is my fault. When I told him the killer was at his hotel, I should have been more considerate.
Yes, I should.
Come on, Poirot. You weren't to know he had a weak heart.
I did know. Okay, I'm just going to admit to it because I'm going to fess up.
But I should have known. I saw his medical records.
Do not torture yourself, Poirot. His attack was not fatal thanks to the quick intervention of the ambulance team.
Please keep me informed on his progress.
You can count on me. I'll do what's needed.
I will visit him at his bedside when the murderer is caught.
That's typical of you, Poirot. We should focus on the next part of the investigation in order to avoid other incidents.
No, of course.
While we're waiting to question Cust, we could search his room in London.
Where does he live?
The Marbury Guest House?
I'll see you there.
Yes, but start without me. First of all, I have to sort out a few details for Cust's transfer.
I understand. À bientôt. Hastings, we are making good progress. Please go and search the room of our #1 suspect.
With pleasure. I did have a dentist appointment, but I'll cancel.
The dentist. So that is why you are so nervous and bad-tempered.
A visit to the dentist is never an enjoyable prospect.
But an unavoidable
Very true.
one. Go to your appointment, Hastings. I will manage on my own.
Very true, very true, very true.
To Marbury Guest House, please.
Okay, he looks like he's very, like, salty as he's walking away to go to the dentist. I'm just going to put that out there. Let's see this.
Marbury. There is a very pretty village by this name in Cheshire.
Okay, let's go in. Let's get this party started. Oh, can I play
It is
piano?
a very beautiful piano. Maybe Mrs. Marbury likes to play in her free time.
How do you do? You must be Mr. Hercule Poirot. Chief Inspector Jupp told me that you might be coming.
Oh, that's good. Tell her that she is a great help. Get annoyed seeing her peeling potatoes. I will tell her that she's a great help.
Madame, you may be of valuable help to me.
It would be my pleasure to help you. Will there be some journalists there as well?
Proud,
I think you might even be interviewed. You are key witness.
I've suspected him for some time, but he appeared so harmless. Oh yes, sometimes he got angry and waved his arms about. But even then, he wasn't frightening. And he was as gentle as a lamb again immediately afterwards. It was only this morning that I understood. He told me he was going to Cheltenham, but my daughter saw him at Euston Station. It's not the right station. To get to Cheltenham, you have to take the train from Paddington. And what's more, Mr. Cuss left behind an ABC with Doncaster underlined. As you can imagine, when I saw that, I called Scotland Yard.
Good girl. Ask her how she knew about the ABC. Congratulate her for her observation. Let's congratulate
Well
her.
done. You were right. He did go to Doncaster.
So I was right to warn the police.
Tell me, did you have any other reason to suspect Mr. Cust?
Well, he's odd. Sometimes he coughs really loudly and complains that his throat is burning, and sometimes he talks to himself and stares into space. He told me that it was because of a wound he got in the war. His head hasn't been quite right since, he said. And then he was in Churston when that millionaire got murdered. I found his train ticket when I washed his coat. He didn't want me to wash his shirt. He washed it himself. But I did see big brown stains on it.
Okay, ask her if it was blood. Ask where the stains were. Let's ask her where the stains were.
Where were the stains on the shirt?
On the collar and on the buttonholes.
Cut used to travel for his work. Is that correct?
Oh, it wasn't for pleasure. He was always unwell on trains. But he had to sell his stockings around England. I have to respect my engagements, he used to say.
Do you know where Cust was at the time of the murder in Andover and Bexhill? On June the 21st and July the 25th?
No, I don't know. That was a while ago, you know.
But surely you keep a register.
It won't do you much good. Mr. Cuss rents his room for the year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it. I remember one thing. Bexhurst by the sea, right?
Indeed, it is a large seaside resort.
Well, as it happens, at the start of July, Mr. Cast asked me to repair his bathing dress. Suspicious, huh?
Point out that the Maxwell is not the only seaside resort. No, I will ask her to continue. I've asked her to continue, or point out it's not only a seaside resort, so let's ask her to continue.
Very interesting. Please continue.
I also forgot to say that he started buying newspapers that talked about the case.
Ask her for more details about the newspapers. Ask when he started buying newspapers.
When did he start buying the newspapers?
Let's see. I think it was just after the millionaire's murder in Churston. He didn't seem all that interested before that.
That will be all for now. I'm going to take a look at his room.
Take the key on the counter.
Okay, well, thank you. You've been a big help.
This woman appears to be in a good mood. Mrs. Marbury is in a good mood. She's working very precisely in producing incredibly thin peel.
Okay.
I don't think my register will help you. Mr. Cuss rents his room all year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it.
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
I really would like to help, but I think I've said all I have to say.
Thank you. You have been most helpful.
Okay.
At your service.
Got 13 ego points. Hell yeah. Take the key.
I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
Okay, but I took the key.
I don't think my register will help you.
Okay, it's just repeating.
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
I don't understand.
I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
What the heck do I need to say to her?
Mrs. Marbury, if I am to believe the register, you rented room 306 to a certain Mr. Fishman on the day of the Bexhill murder. Room 306 is Cust's room. Can you explain yourself?
Yes, I remember. Just for one night as a favour. Mr. Cust was away, all my other rooms were taken, and poor Mr. Fishman had nowhere to go.
Okay. I'll be understanding.
It doesn't matter, provided that you remembered to change the sheets.
Oh, do you think so?
Okay, now I should. Okay, let's go to his room.
Trousers, white shirts. Everything has been washed very well.
Okay, let's see what else right here.
The Bexhill Daily paper, dated from the day of the Bexhill murder. Most probably the bathing dress repaired by Mrs. Marbury's expert hands. All the main articles referring to the ABC case are here, from the Churston murder onwards. Nothing before that date.
Okay.
ABC guys, enough to sign about a dozen murders. It's closed. ABC guys, enough to sign about a dozen murders. ABC guys, enough to sign about a dozen murders. It's closed. ABC guys, enough to sign about a dozen murders.
I'm missing something. myself my notebook. Search close room. Okay, so that's what I had to do. So there's one of two. Well, let's look at ourselves in the mirror. Oh, wait. Can't? What? We can't look at ourselves in the mirror? That's just unspeakable.
Diethyl barbituric acid, Johnson Company. I know this medicine. It is a powerful sedative. This subject will probably be useful to me. Laudanum Cameron's Chemists. Laudanum, a medicine for coughs. It is what Dr. Clark prescribed for Mrs. Asher. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Okay.
This dark stain. It could be blood, but goodness knows how long it has been there.
It's true.
How hopeful. This place is a real mess.
Crockery's a mess. Slightly misaligned bed. Scruffy coat.
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
No. He is not.
A long-bladed knife. A murderer's weapon. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Okay. Collecting a lot of objects.
It's an ABC. Cust is parsimonious. He keeps his pencils and sharpens them until there is nothing left. It is clear that he did not grow up in luxury. I have to get the ribbon. How am I going to do it?
Okay.
The left-hand heel has been removed. The right-hand reel has been removed.
Okay.
Something is blocking the ribbon. Something is blocking the ribbon.
Okay, let's see. This is... There.
And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by ABC.
Yes.
I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes.
Yay! Got an achievement. How to solve all the riddles. Yeah.
All the letters announcing the murders were written on Cust's typewriter.
I am a good detective. I wasn't done there. I don't know why my thing's not working. There it is. Okay. Let's look at this.
Did Cust drop it when he opened the window? Or was it Mrs. Marbury while she was cleaning?
And here we go.
John Milligan, Managing Director, Silky Legs, Frederick Street, Leicester. To A.B. Cust, Marbury's Guest House, 1935, May the 21st. Dear Sir, further to our letters dated 5th and 10th of the month, we confirm we are you as door-to-door salesman, according to the conditions stated in our previous letters. We will send you the articles by mail and also a Redfield typewriter you will be using for every business letter. Regarding the schedule of your rounds, please do as following. June 21, Andover. Arrive by train the 20th in the evening and get a room at Station Hotel. Start your turn in the north part of the town. This letter establishes that Cust went to Andover, but the ink has hidden the destinations of his other trips. I know from Mrs. Marbury that he went to Churston. I just have to show that he went to Bexhill, and I will have proved that he was present at all the crime scenes. It's closed.
So let's use the knife to open it.
This knife is very useful. Who knows? Maybe it never cut anything other than string. Stockings.
Mm-hmm.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Yes. Let's get these brain cells working, people. Okay, where was Cust at the time of the Bexhill murder? Cust's room was rented to somebody on January. Somebody else? The Bexhill local paper dated from the day Betty's murder was found. Bathing dress seemed... this one. Betty had a photo of her and Donald. Mrs. Marbury repaired. Okay, so where was Cust at the time of the Bexhill murder? There we go. Yes. Getting these brain cells working.
The register shows that Cust did not sleep at the guest house on the day of the murder. Where was he? Bexhill. The Bexhill paper reveals it. Cust bought this newspaper in Bexhill on July the 25th.
Yes.
No use continuing the inspection of this room. I've seen all there is to see.
So let's go. 5 ego points. Yes. Doing pretty good today, I feel. I could be a detective yet.
Goodbye, Mrs. Marbury. Thank you for your help.
Bye.
Okay.
Ah, Chief Inspector. I was about to leave.
Good evening, Chief Inspector. Welcome. Please excuse me, I must go to the kitchen. I'll leave the key of Mr. Cust on the counter.
I'm sorry I'm late. I've spent ages with the Doncaster police. And you?
I have established one fact. On 3 occasions, Cust was at the scene on the day of the crimes. I had best talk to Jap.
I've listened closely to what you have to say, Poirot. For me, there's no doubt Cust is guilty. Do you have any element that might prove the contrary?
That is what we're going to look for. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay. Okay. Was it possible for Cust to have killed the 3 victims? Cust was in Turtle on the day of the Clark murder. He was. All the letters sent to Perot came from the typewriter. We have Cust was in Bexhill on the day of Betty Buckman's murder. He keeps the newspapers that talk about the dinner of possible Cust. Is it possible for Cust to have killed the 3 victims? Oh, of course, my blood sugar is 67. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna grab something I have. I have to grab something for my blood sugar to be right back. I have something in this room, so hold on. Sorry. Okay, I went ahead. Grab something. For some reason, I've been having a bad sugar day. My blood sugar just keeps dropping today for some reason. But I have these glucose melt things that help. They melt. So, he was in Cherson on the day of the St. Clark's murder. Sir Clark's murder. So, he has a knife like the one to stab Sir Carmichael. He lied about his destination. Cuss was in Hanover on the day of he suffers from hemorrhaging. Okay. He had blood on him. He has ABC guides at home. Was it possible? Yes, because he was in the day of Allison. Then he was in Bexhill the day of the... Yes! Are there any common points between Crust and the killers? Oh, any common points between Crust and the killer? All of them were sent off to the typewriter. He had ABC guides, and he lied about his destination. Yeah, sounds good. Okay. Yes, I know my sugar. Are there any common points between maybe this one? Yeah, there we go. Yes. Crust's behavior suspicious. He had blood on him. He lied about where he was. He keeps... Yes.
The evidence against Cust is overwhelming. His presence at the scenes, the knife, the blood-stained shirt, the ABCs in a box.
C'est vrai. However, the blood Mrs. Marbury saw on Cust's shirt may have been his own. According to his medical records, he suffers from hemoptysis. The murderer cut Sir Carmichael's throat from behind, and the blood spurted outwards. You would expect the murderer's shirt to be stained on the sleeves, not on the buttonholes, yet we see quite the opposite. You would expect the murderer to keep the newspaper articles about his crimes. But Cust's collection starts in Cheston, as if it discovered the case rather late.
I agree it's troubling, but it doesn't change my mind. There's small details that we should be able to clear up by questioning Cust.
When can we talk to him?
Doncaster is sending him to us on the first train.
Are they questioning him already?
He says he can't remember a thing.
It's plausible. Doctors say he suffers from absences and amnesia. Mrs. Marbury has confirmed this.
He may have done the murders in an altered state.
A familiar situation.
It's not enough to clear his name. Dr. Thompson insisted that even if you don't know what you're doing, you never commit a murder without wanting to.
Très intéressant. I shall remember that.
Right. I'll go and examine the suspect's room.
Chief Inspector, I took the liberty of removing a few clues to examinatum.
All right, we'll discuss them tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to see if you've missed something.
Really? I doubt I missed something.
I've been going past this modest guest house for so long. I would never have thought that the ABC case would lead me here.
Okay, let's go.
To Scotland Yard, please.
Okay. Yay, another achievement. Okay, let's examine him first. Take a, observe him.
This man is not in good shape. He is worried and very tired, and other police have been hard on him.
I know my blood sugar's low. Okay.
What do you want from me?
Well. Do I want to ask if he knows who is speaking to him? Ask who he is? Or present yourself? I'll ask him who he is first.
Are you Alexander Bonaparte Cust?
So? You find my name ridiculous, is that it? Huh?
Oh.
I am Hercule Poirot, and I want nothing other than the truth.
Ah, you're the detective.
Talk about the letters, or ask why he sent the letters.
Why did you send me a letter before each crime?
Why all these questions? When are you going to stop pestering me?
Well, he's angry. Acknowledge his innocence, get him to admit that he has forgotten. Let's acknowledge.
Très bien.
this.
You did not hide these letters. But the question remains, who did?
Probably one of my enemies. I have many.
Ask if he is capable of killing. Accuse him of being a killer. Admit that you do not believe he is a murderer. I'm going to ask him if he's capable of murder.
Are you capable of murder, Mr. Cust?
All these questions are giving me a headache.
Poor man. If only I could help him.
Uh-huh. That was
Take
awful.
this. It will help you.
Thank you.
Remember, that's the stuff for the cough.
Oh, good God, my shirt is covered in blood again.
Bon. I now know where the bloodstains Mrs. Marbury saw came from. Are you well enough to speak?
Yes, I feel much better.
Okay. So that should go over good. Ask if he's capable of murder. Accuse him of being a killer. Admit that you do not believe he is a murderer. Let's admit that we don't believe. I don't know. I don't want to accuse him because he'll get angry. Okay, let's do A.
I do not believe that you are capable of murder, Mr. Cust.
I hope not.
Insist on the fact that he enjoyed the war. Get him to talk about the army. Let's get him to talk about the army.
You suffered during the war.
It's true. I was wounded. I suffered. But the army was the only place I didn't feel inferior. No questions. Just orders to follow.
But ever since you were wounded, you have absences, bouts of amnesia.
And headaches.
Professor Clark treated you.
Yes, a few years ago he really helped me with my burned throat.
Accuse him of Dr. Clark's murder. Accuse him of the 3 murders. Get him to believe he is innocent. Let's get
Of
him
course,
to believe he's
you never
innocent.
considered killing a doctor who took such good care of you.
No, never.
Ask him if he acknowledges going to the 3 towns. Say that witnesses saw him in the 3 towns. Let's ask him to acknowledge that he went to the 3 towns.
Do you deny being at the scene of the crimes?
So? There was no harm in being there. It was only for my work.
You were seen at all the crime scenes.
Yes, I was. I travel a lot. But not for pleasure. I am terribly unwell in trains. But I had to respect my engagements. My employer gave me very precise written instructions about the towns I had to visit.
Let's see. The company you claim to work for, Silky Legs, has never heard of you. And as for these letters they sent you, they were written on your own typewriter.
The company sent me the typewriter when I started working for them.
Yes, but the letters were received afterwards.
So it would appear that you typed them before sending them to yourself, or it proves that you wrote them. Let's do so it. It would appear that you typed them before sending them to yourself. Let's just do it. It proves that you wrote.
It proves that you wrote them.
I may have. Good God! I don't know what's happening to me. My head hurts terribly.
Won the achievement for Gothic Confession. Okay.
He is prey to a terrible anxiety. Is it remorse? Or simply the pressure of the questioning and the train journey? He is in no state to reply.
Okay, so maybe I gotta give him this stuff. Let's give him this.
Take this. It will help you.
Oh, I think I'll be fine.
Let us see, Cust. Look at me. You know very well that you committed these murders?
Yes, I know.
But I'm not wrong in saying that you do not know why you committed them.
No, I don't.
Okay. Okay. Red Cross. Okay. Talk to Jap. Okay. Okay, I finished the interrogation. Love it when I get achievements. Let's go talk to...
And? What conclusions have you drawn?
Plenty. It might help us to understand him a little better. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Here we go. Okay, what do we know about Cross's health? He suffers from hemorrhagic. He brings up blood when he coughs, which we do know that. He says that he did not write the letters. He had blood on him. He has a problem with his throat. He would expect a murderer to keep... he suffers from absences. Sir Carmichael was attacked from behind. He did not appear to recognize Pigeon. He had no reason to kill them. Miss Murray says Cross shirt was stained with blood. Okay, so what do we know about his health? And he has a problem with his throat. Yes! Okay, are there any clues that do not support Cross's guilt in the Churston murder? He says that he did not write the letters. Are there any clues that support Cross's guilt? That supports Cross's guilt in the Churston murders? You murdered the newspaper article. Are there any clues that do not support? Wait, they do not. That means they don't support. He did not appear to recognize. He had no reason to kill them. No. He had blood on him. No, okay, wait. Are there any clues that do not support Klaus's guilt in the church? I do believe it's he had that do not support. Okay, well then this is a one. Are there any clues that do not support the guilt? He had blood on him. Okay, yeah, he had blood on him, and it would have... No. Okay, that one's for sure. Because he was attacked from behind, and the blood splurted out in the direction of the sea. He says that he did not write the letters. No. He had blood on him. You would expect a murderer to keep... No. There you go, okay. Okay. Alright. Are there any clues that do not support his guilt, Cross's guilt? Is there any clues that... Are there any clues that do not support Cross's guilt? He said he did not write the letters. That do not support. Okay, wait, he had no reason. He had no reason to kill them. And he did not appear to recognize. No. You would have expected. He had blood on him. No. He says that he did not write the letters. Okay, so then it means this isn't the right one. Is there any clues that do not support? Are there any clues that do not support Cross's guilt? He says he did not write letters. He had blood on his... Okay. Now I'm doing process of elimination. There we go, okay. You would have expected a murder, okay. Alrighty. Can we say without a shadow of a doubt that Crust is guilty? Can we say without it that he's guilty? He had blood on him. He had no reason, wait, that he is guilty? Can we say without a shadow of a doubt that Crust is guilty? Okay.
I don't see any clearer than before. This is worse.
There is one point to highlight. C'est curieux. Cust admits that he killed, but he does not know why. What did Dr. Thompson say? Even if Cust killed while in an altered state, it still must have been his deepest desire. He must have had a motive.
Let's keep it simple. Never mind his motive. He confessed.
But you see, he can confess to anything and everything. He denied the murders and then he confessed to them. He confirmed that he never typed the letters, then with great ease, I managed to get him say quite the opposite.
Come on, he behaved like a guilty man. He lied to his landlady.
Because deep down he believes himself guilty. From the papers he noticed that he had always been at the scene of the crimes. He must think that he killed and then simply forgot what he had done.
How can you be so sure?
Let us look at his psychological profile. You will understand my point of view.
Okay.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay. Get these brain cells working. Is Crust clever? Indeed. Let us look again at this murder, if you please. You will see that the murderer carried it out to perfection. He had blood on him. Okay, he had blood on him. Okay, is Crust clever? Oh, it wasn't for pleasure. He was always unwell on trains, but he had to sell his stockings around England. He had to respect my engagements, he used to say. Crust is prismatic. He keeps his pencils and sharpens them until there is nothing left. It's clear that he did not grow up in luxury. The army was the only place I didn't feel inferior, no questions, just orders to follow. He was very hesitant and shy. Usually door-to-door salesmen are very confident, but he wasn't. Oh my god, that's so tiny. Declaration by Mrs. I suspected him for some time, but he appeared to be harmless. Oh yes, sometimes he got angry and waved his arms about. But even then, he wasn't highlighting, and he was as gentle as a lamb again immediately afterwards. It was only this morning that I understood. And this last one is medium-sized glasses, dark suit, and a felt hat. Not the sort of man you would notice completely. I was going to do this one. That's not what it is. Is he clever? He was very hesitant, shy. The army giving him structure. That's what I was going to pick to begin with, but then I was like, I don't know. Is Crust sure of himself? Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold. Okay, so he had blood. Is Crust sure of himself? It wasn't for pleasure. No, Crust is. He keeps his pencils. He was. Oh, yes. He was medium sized with glass. Nope, not on that one. He was very hesitant, shy. Okay. Easy to influence. Seducer. The man seduced Betty before taking her to the beachside where he strangled her. He had blood on him. It wasn't pleasure. It wasn't for pleasure. He was always unwell on trains, but he had to sell his stockings around England. Okay, so yeah, medium dark suit. Completely harmless. A passenger timetable. Maybe the murderer likes trains. Does like trains? No. Okay. Okay. His crust impulsive. The killer is methodical and prepares his crimes meticulously. He never forgets to leave his interesting signature behind. He has blood on him. Gus's, and he keeps his pencils. He would get in those little fits or whatever. It's cold. Okay, it's crust genuous. Without the ABC, we might have suspected Mr. Archer and Mr. Fraser, but by signing these crimes, the murderer is making sure that he is accused in a way. It is very generous of him. Gus is prismatic. He keeps his pencils sharpened like until there's nothing. Grow up in luxury. Misery. Okay.
You see?
I know.
Cuss' character is quite the opposite of the murderer's.
But if he's a madman, can we really talk about his character?
You know very well that our murderer does not behave like a psychopath. Apart from the signature, there is no ritual repetition in the choice of victims.
Very well, you're right as always. So we have no confession, no culprit, no suspects, nothing. And all that after 2 months of inquiry? What should I do?
Have faith. Just give me 24 hours.
Okay. What? New objective. Go home. Okay.
To White Haven, please.
I'm confused. I'm so confused.
Cust's arrest is a great success for you, Poirot. It's all clear now, except maybe 1 or 2 details.
Details. Ah, mon ami. The devil is in the detail, as we say.
Excuse me?
Patience, Hastings. Everything will be clear once our guests arrive. Best be prepared. Slip a revolver into your pocket before they do.
A revolver? But Poirot, what are you afraid of?
Trust me. It is important you carry a weapon for this meeting. I will lend you mine.
What about telling me what you have in mind?
Surtout pas. You wouldn't be able to play your role. Wait 1 moment, I will bring you my weapon.
Okay. I'm very confused. Very confused.
The white ammunition are blank cartridges. The others are real bullets. The revolver is loaded with real bullets. I still have time to choose blanks. The revolver is loaded with blanks. I still have time to choose real bullets.
Okay.
What about telling me what you have in mind?
Surtout pas. You wouldn't be able to play your role. Wait 1 moment, I will bring you my weapon.
Never mind, I have the weapon.
What about telling me what you have in...
Surtout pas. You would...
Okay, let's give him the weapon. There we go.
Voila, I entrust you with my weapon. It has hardly been used, it is almost new.
apparently I've gone non-violent by choosing the blanks. So I'll see how this turns out.
Chief Inspector, is that you?
Yes. Sorry, but we haven't found anything.
Have you checked the typewriter?
And the packaging, the letter, and the ribbon reel. We've only found prints left by Cust and his landlady.
Well, never mind, I shall make do.
So, are you still going to hold your meeting?
Of course, Chief Inspector. I can hear my guest coming up the stairs.
Okay.
Why have you brought us here, Mr. Poirot?
Since Cust's arrest, I thought it was all done and dusted. Miss Gray formally identified him, as well as Miss Barnard.
Yes, and the stockings he saw drove the same brand as the ones found at my aunt's.
This is all true. However, a case is not closed if some questions remain open. And one question is, why did the murderer send me his letters? Why did he challenge me, Hercule Poirot?
Perhaps he wanted to play with you, to taunt you.
Xenophobia? Maybe he didn't like you because you're foreign.
I may be wrong, but maybe by provoking you, he was looking for glory?
All these theories should be studied. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay. Why did the murderer make a mistake in the address? The body was still warm. Pieces of the envelope with the wrong address. The letter late arrival saved the murderer. Parent's address is not very well known. The murderer challenged parent because he was an inferior complex. The murderer challenged periods for glory. The error in the address caused the letter to be delivered late. The murderer challenged out of xenophobe, and the murderer always warned about the murders. Why? Pieces of envelope with the wrong address. The letter arrived late. Save the murderer. And Pierre's address is not very well known. Yep. Why did the murderer make a mistake? In your case, so I feel like this is true. That his address was very well known. Here on the address. I think this is wrong. Maybe not. The murderer always. Okay, so the error in the address caused the letter to be delivered late. Piece of the envelope was addressed wrong. Okay, so the error in the address caused the letter to be delivered late. And which the letter's late arrival saved the murderer. did the murderer make a Why did the murderer make a mistake in the address? Save the murderer. I need a clue on this one. Okay, the murderer always warned Peter about his murders. Okay, so why did the murderer make a mistake in the okay, the address. The letter's late arrival saved the murderer. And a piece of the envelope was in the body now. There we go, okay. Mistake was intentional. Why did the killer send this letter to the body? Why did the killer send his letters to...
Is everything clear now?
You might like to explain your reasoning again.
Of course. First of all, remember that the murderer made it a rule to always post his letter before the murder. He never digressed from that rule. However, in Churston, he encountered a problem. The village has only 500 inhabitants. With advance warning, it would be easy to arrest him. Therefore, the murderer delayed his letters deliberately with the wrong address. The plan wouldn't have worked if he'd sent it to Scotland Yard or the papers because everybody knows their addresses. The mistake would have been corrected and the letter would have been on time. That is why the murderer chose me as the recipient.
Because for his plan to succeed, it was necessary for at least one of the letters to have a wrong address and get lost. It was very cunning.
Absolument. It is a very subtle plan. It matches the profile we have drawn up of him perfectly. That of an intelligent, daring and calculating murderer.
It's that chick.
But that's not how you describe Cust.
You are quite right, mademoiselle. Like you, I find it hard to believe that this dull character is the clever murderer we are looking for.
Do madmen... I mean, if he's mad, he might have two very different sides.
No doubt. But the murderer is not mad. All the specialists agree that he does not have the profile of a psychopath.
But if Cust is not guilty, how do you explain his presence at the scene of the crimes?
Mr. Clark, the answer to your question is in the medical records of your brother's patients. Documents which Cust most certainly did not have access to. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
It's either the guy's brother or that chick. Okay, what do we know about Cross? Cross is easily influenced. Cross tries to overcome his travel sickness by traveling often by trains. Cross buys newspapers that report on the case. He wanted to see the crime scenes. Alice Archer and Betty are in Dr. Clark's. Cross was a door-to-door salesman. It is a coincidence that he went to the victims. Cross went to the Brextrol because he wanted to swim. Cross was in the war and he has never been quite the same with his head since. What do we know about him? Cross was wounded during the war. and the murderer found a way to access Dr. Clark's medical records. Okay, so what do we know about him? He was in the war anyway. No. He is easily influenced. A door-to-door salesman. Gus went to Backsail because he wanted to swim. Gus was in the Warren. There we go, yes. Was wounded in the war. How to explain Gus' presence at the crime scenes. He tries to overcome his travel sickness by traveling often by train. Gus buys newspapers. Alice, Archer, and Betty are in the doctor. Gus was a door-to-door salesman. It's a coincidence that he went to the victims' towns. Gus went to Buxton because he wanted to swim. Gus was in the war. The murderer found a way to access Dr. To explain Gus's presence. Okay, we know this, isn't it? Okay. How to explain Gus' presence at the crime scenes. There, okay. The murderer found a way to access.
Dr. Clark's patient's records provided a very useful list of potential victims, sorted by alphabetical order. The killer definitely used it, explaining the fact that all the victims were former patients of the doctor. It is this fact that clears Cust once and for all, because he never had access to these records. So how did he happen to be at the scene of the crimes? Either the murderer sent him there, or Cust was following him closely. Cust's highly suggestible nature leads us to the second hypothesis. The murderer was manipulating him. He systematically sent Cust to the towns where he was going to strike, so that the suspicion would land on the poor man's shoulder.
That's evil. What sort of killer could have such a plan? And what would he gain from 3 completely different murders?
Indeed, it seems unlikely that the same murderer committed all the crimes. What should we take from that?
Say that just one murder is of interest to the killer. Say that the murderer kills for pleasure. Say that the killer has developed a taste for murder. Or say that there are 3 murderers. Damn, what do I pick? Don't know what to pick. I'm going to say that the killer has developed a taste for murder.
The murderer first killed for money, but then began to enjoy it.
But Mr. Poirot, the first murder was my aunt, and nobody had anything to gain from killing her.
Ah, certes. Therefore, this is not what happened.
Okay. Okay, I was going to say that the murder is interested in one killer.
Just one murder was of benefit to the murderer. The others were just diversions. On reflection, there is only one conclusion. The murderer killed once out of interest and twice to divert our attention. This reasoning points at two potential culprits.
Franklin Clark.
Donald Fraser?
Yes, mademoiselle. That's good thinking. Mr. Fraser may have killed Betty out of jealousy. Mr. Clark may have killed his brother in order to inherit his large fortune. Both have a motive.
But Donald did not have access to Dr. Clark's records.
Please allow me to disagree with you, mademoiselle.
Indicate that Donald was... indicate that Donald was treated by Dr. Clark. Indicate that Donald was resting at Thurston. Indicate that Donald's firm worked for Clark. Oh, sorry. I think it's firm worked for him. Okay.
He works for Court and Brunskill, one of whose clients was Sir Carmichael.
It doesn't prove that I went to Comeside.
You could have done it. And you may have used the opportunity to take a look at Sir Carmichael's records.
You think I'm guilty?
You or Mr. Franklin Clark?
That's ridiculous.
Both of you have a motive. The question is, which of you has the profile that most resembles the murderer?
Okay.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay, let's get his brain cells to work. Okay. Is Donald clever? Indeed, let us look again at the murder, if you please. You will see that the murderer carried it out to perfection. Megan really liked Donald. He would have made Betty a good husband. He was always attentive and generous, a huge gentleman. Has doubts about himself. He's a Brighton man with a promising career. There we go, yeah. Promising career ahead of him. So he is clever. Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold. Megan really liked Donald. He would have made Betty a good husband. He was always self-confident. Mr. Bennett, since Betty's death, has had doubts about himself. I don't know what to do, and I keep having a horrible dream 3 nights in a row. It was an awful scene. She told him that until they were married, she was free to go with whoever she pleased. Donald turned quite pale and started shaking and kept saying, one day. Well, women seem to like him. I think Megan will take care of him. I'll sleep on the train. I like trains. Okay. No, that's another. That's what I was thinking it was, but I wasn't quite sure. He's easy to influence, so that's not going to work. Is Donald a seducer? The man seduced Betty before taking her to the beach. Megan really liked Donald. He would have made Betty a good husband. He was always attentive. Yes, okay. So he's a seducer. That's two of them. Likes trains. Yes, he always likes trains because he would sleep on the trains. Okay, is he cold? The killer is methodical and prepares his crimes methodically. He never forgets to leave his intriguing signature behind. Is he cold? No. What was the last one? That's what I was thinking. I was seeing she told him he was quick-tempered. Generous, yes, he was. He would have been a good husband. So, I mean, he almost matches all of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, Donald may share many character traits with the murderer, but he does not have his cold indifference. He has a temper. It is hard to imagine him planning anything. Also, jealousy is his motive, and crimes of passion are rarely planned.
Right, I suppose it's my turn to be subjected to the same scrutiny.
Well.
Absolument, Mr. Clark.
Okay.
Let us now try and get our brain cells
Get
to
his
work.
brain cells to work. Let's look again at the murder, if you please. You will see that the murderers carried it out to perfection. Clever. It's Franklin Clever, and with his relationship with Sir Carmichael. School reports for Franklin. According to his teachers, Franklin was a good student but lacked discipline. Take Franklin. He's fallen for her sweet, talkative charm. He's a lovely boy, very prickly, and sure of himself. But he's so naive when it comes to women. Dear Franklin, first I wish you a good start to a successful new year. I have received your letter dating December 10th. Thanks for defending my interest against Wong. This robber. Things would have got pretty bad if you weren't a real cold-blooded guy. I envy you for that. Come on, I am a married man, and Mrs. Gray is already being courted by Franklin. Okay. The railway children eating. And it is normal that people helping with his inquiry should reimburse, starting with you. Mrs. Dowder, please allow. No. Yes, he was clever. Okay, killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold. Mora is evasive about self-confident. Sweet. Take Franklin. He's fallen for her sweet talking charm. He's a lovely boy. Very prickly and sure of himself, so he is self-confident. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting this. Okay, is Franklin a seducer? About her relationship with Sir Carmichael. Come on, Bernard. I married man. Yes, he's already being. So he is a seducer. So this is looking good. I think we found our killer. It might be Franklin. A passenger time table. Maybe the murderer likes trains. Relationship with Carmichael. Okay, what is this on the railroad? Okay, so that's looks like trains. Okay. It's looking more and more like it's him. And this is the letter about being cold. Ah, it's Franklin. It's Franklin. He did it. Generous. Yes, because he said about pain, whatever. It's him. He did it. It's Franklin. Franklin did it. He killed his brother, but he killed his other people.
As you have all seen, there is a disturbing similarity between Mr. Clark's profile and that of the killer. In actual fact, it is exactly the same.
Mr. Poirot, your psychological studies are interesting, but your conclusions do not add up. Why would I have wished my brother's death? The inheritance is lawfully mine. I just have to wait.
No, you had to act quickly.
Say that to Thor Gray. Say that Thor Gray bothered him. Say that Franklin was impatient.
Because of Miss Grey. Mademoiselle, although you haven't been telling the truth, there is no doubt in my mind that you would have found a way to marry Sir Carmichael after Lady Clark's death. For you, Mr. Clark, it was a disaster. If Miss Grey had children by your brother, you would not have inherited a thing. You realized the danger after reading several letters from Comside, especially one in which your brother opened his heart to you. So you hurried home from China, and you took action. In truth, Cust was no more than a puppet manipulated by the real culprit. You, Mr. Clark.
Dun, dun, dun.
Such an imagination, Mr. Poirot. In fact, nobody manipulated Cust. The famous instructions he received by post. He wrote them on the typewriter. We know that for sure.
Oh no, you know perfectly well that is not true. Eh bien voilà, light has now been shed on the ABC murders.
Your theories are ingenious, but you haven't any proof.
One point to him. For the moment, I have no material proof. Either I admit to it, or I bluff.
Invert an item. A proof found in Allison Archer's tobacco shop. Lie about the fingerprint found at Cross's typewriter. Say that proof is going to be easier to... Say that proof is going to be easy to find. I don't know what to do. I feel like lying about a fingerprint found across his typewriter, because then he'd probably admit, well, I wore gloves or something like that because you see how he has gloves on, but I don't know. Let's do Y. Let's do that.
One thing proves it. The prints you left on Cust's typewriter.
Enough.
Oh, of course you wiped the typewriter before sending it. But not carefully enough. Scotland Yard has found your print along with those of Cust.
I understand why you never wanted to lend me your new typewriter. And why you were searching through your brother's things. And the hole you dug on the moors. What did you hide there? The knife you used to kill your brother?
Game, set, match. You win, Mr. Poirot.
Yes.
But it was worth trying.
Yes.
Don't come near me!
I guess it's
I'll
gonna
never
put
let you
planks
take
in
me,
there.
Mr. Poirot.
I'm sorry, Mr. Clark, there is no easy death for you. I expected your reaction, so I used blanks. I'm sorry, mademoiselle, but your second chance has been lost. Franklin Clark will never inherit his brother's fortune.
Yes. Dun, 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 dun.
Disappointed at having missed the chance to become Lady Clark, Thora Grey left England.
Okay.
Donald Fraser and Megan Barnard married. On Poirot's recommendation, Mary Drower started to work for Lady Clark. The elderly lady's condition suddenly took a turn for the better. And a few months later, to Dr. Logan's great surprise, she was back on her feet again.
She was being poisoned by
According to this eminent physician, it appears to be an extremely rare case of spontaneous remission. Lady Clark has enjoyed very good health ever since.
She was being poisoned by the cyanide. I knew it.
Journal of an Innocent. The incredible story of ABC. As for A.B. Cust, after being advised by Poirot, he made a great deal of money by selling his story to the press. And as for me, and with business booming, the Black Swan has become the #1 tourist attraction in the whole of Yorkshire, even more popular than York Minster.
Dun dun dun. We did it. Yay. Woo! So we did it. We figured it out. So obviously there could be different things that happen, especially with the gun. So if you choose differently, so that's very interesting and neat. That I really enjoyed this. This was really fun to play. I do have other Agatha Christie games that I downloaded from the Xbox store that I'm going to play because this was really fun. And that honestly, I should have known when they were showing that the guy that his name was with the ABC, Alexander Bonacroft, whatever Crust, that it probably wasn't him because they're not going to show the murderer to us, right? So this was really good. I really like this. This was really fun to play. Also, I hope my mother-in-law's happy. I finally finished it, and my wife's been telling me that she's been wanting to know who the murderer is. So I'm wondering if she has an idea of the murderer. So I'll have to let her know that I finished it, and I'll have to get the video edited and get it up for tomorrow to be published. So like I said, if you're new here, if you could please subscribe to my channel, it would help me out greatly. I would really appreciate it. I'm really enjoying learning how to do all this, so if I'm enjoying doing it because I enjoy playing these games. I enjoy learning this stuff and playing all these different things and giving you guys entertainment. That's what I want. I want to give you entertainment, which will help brighten your day, because that's who I've always been. So if you're new here, if you could please subscribe and help my little channel grow. I'm doing this not to people are thinking, oh, you're doing whatever because you want to become, be YouTube, whatever. No, I'm doing this for entertainment. I'm doing this to entertain you, the people and stuff like that. I just want to grow my channel and, get it out there. And I just want to brighten people's lives and that, and just, I guess, basically because I was given the gift of life because I don't know if many of you know, I had a kidney transplant And my donor graciously gave me a kidney. He didn't even think about it. He wanted to do it because he wanted to help somebody. And he's like, his exact words is, why wouldn't I want to give her a kidney? She's, full of life, and she likes making people laugh and make people smile. And, so he gave me that great gift. And so I want to give the gift of making other people smile and laugh and whatever, especially if it's the funny banter between me and my wife whenever we are playing a game or whatever. Let's just go ahead and hit B, because go through there. So Mako points are only at 471 out of 600, so you can always play it again and do whatever. But that's the reason why I'm doing all this, is because, one, as everybody knows, I do have a broken foot, and I have a wound on it that's taken a very, very long time to heal. So I'm learning something new. I enjoy learning new stuff. I enjoy putting Legos together. I enjoy Deadpool. I enjoy watching scary movies. I love Michael Myers, because those are things that make me happy in life. And as I always say, you want to do whatever makes you happy in life. And no matter what anybody says to you, it's your life. Live it how you want to. Don't, if somebody's putting you down or doing whatever, you don't need them in your life. You know what I'm saying? So if you know anybody who likes the Agatha Christie's things, like the books or whatever, hey, tell them about this. Maybe they'll get enjoyment out of it. Hopefully they can do it and try to figure out who did it. I should have known like I said, whenever they were actually given the name of and shown the person or whatever, thought, oh, that's who did it right there. No, actually, it wasn't. So that did surprise me. And so, yeah, I really enjoyed it. So, a big heart to all of you out there. And I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Also, if you want to comment down below of anything you'd like to see me play, please do. I read my comments. If you know any other kind of games along this line, or any kind of scary games, or any kind of builds you want me to see me do in Lego Fortnite, please let me know. Comment down below. I'm a poet and didn't know it. So with that, I'm going to end this video here. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, stay warm. And until the next one, you all have a wonderful day. And this is actually Friday, so you have a nice weekend. But you're not going to see this till tomorrow, which will be Saturday, so But anyhow, have a good day anyhow. Bye.